This is a difficult moment for us to reconcile that the U.S. is on the brink of no longer having a government that's determined by democratic elections. George Washington warned us this would happen, that if we divided into political parties, the U.S. would inevitably revert to monarchy, splitting into opposing factions. He said, quote, agitates the community with ill-founded jealousies and false alarms, kindles the animosity of one part against another, foments riot and insurrection, opens the door to foreign influence and corruption. And Washington was correct. The USA has not been this polarized since our Civil War. And that same extremist faction that unsuccessfully tried to overturn the 2020 election, they're using that lie that the election was stolen as cover to really steal the next one. Their false claims have been exposed, thrown out of the courts, but it doesn't matter. Their incitements inspired a mob to attack our Congress. And they've convinced millions of people to really believe that violence may be necessary to restore our election integrity. Elections their instigators have been working tirelessly to sabotage. Bipartisan leaders, bipartisan in every U.S. institution, are issuing red alerts, warning us. Our democratic constitutional republic is in danger of slipping away. And for the first time ever, the USA has just been added to the list of backsliding democracies. We only have a short window of opportunity to turn this around. By demanding that Congress pass this Freedom to Vote Act, that would stop the partisan gerrymandering that a truly radical minority is planning to use to control the outcome of our next election, regardless of the will of the American people. As a bonus, the Freedom to Vote Act would also stop billionaires from undue influence. It would increase real election security, and it would make our election day a national holiday. That shouldn't be a controversial bill. A majority of the U.S. Senate, representing a majority of the American people, support it. But it's being blocked by this archaic, undemocratic process called the filibuster that's not even in our Constitution. There is no ethical excuse to block the Freedom to Vote Act. It's arguably the most important issue Congress has ever faced, and the most straightforward. If we wait even a few more weeks, it might be too late. So let's take a few minutes, call our senators, and demand that they use all the leverage that they have to create a wave of pressure on any holdout votes to act now, save our democracy, save our constitutional republic. Now, even if your senator says they support the bill, let's not let them use that as an excuse for whatever reason to not utilize all the political power at their disposal to convince their colleagues to break the filibuster and pass the Freedom to Vote Act. So let's make this call. Feel free to use my talking points or your own. Let's keep it respectful but firm. All we have to do is text FREEDOM to 35565. That will connect us directly to our senator. Now this bill, it has to pass by December 13th. After that, we might find our election process rigged by gerrymandered maps for the next decade. And that would be a tragedy.
Thank you for calling the office of Senator Dianne Feinstein.
My name is Matthew Cook. I'm calling to ask Senator Feinstein to apply all the political leverage that she and other Democrats have available to pressure any holdout votes to break the filibuster and pass the Freedom to Vote Act before December 13th, to prevent the sabotage of our democratic election process. There may be no issue more important in our lifetimes. Thank you.